Hey, Kel Kats, welcome back to another episode of InTALKxicated. I'm your host, Kelsi Davies, and I am here with a very special guest. We have here Drew, my boy toy, my honey, my future loving husband, hopefully, if he decides to get down on one knee.
And down on two knees.
On two knees. And yeah, you got to do that now. Like, I don't expect anything less. Oh, I just punched Tito in the face. I'm sorry, Bubba's. I'm so sorry. But this is Drew Allen, Drew Hawk. You guys can follow Drew on everything. Go tell him what they can follow you on.
So on Instagram, I am DRU_Allen598. And then my TikTok is Drew Hawk, as well as my YouTube. It's also Drew Hawk.
DRUHAWK.
Yes.
Drew Hawk, guys. Go check out his stuff. He just started doing social media. Where's the applause? Oh, no. There. Yay! He just started doing social media. Guys, I'm still learning my little keyboard. Let's go through them really quick before I get into all of your cool drone stuff that you started doing. We gotta tell him about all your drone cool content that you guys can see on his YouTube. Okay, wait, let me play with these real quick. So I know that one's the intro. I know that one's the weed one because I made it green specifically. By the way, that's my intoxicated choice is weed, is marijuana. Mary J. Drew, what is your intoxicated choice of the night?
Ibuprofen.
Yeah, Drew hurt his back really bad. He just got up from a nap. He's all groggy. He got up. He's like crawling up the stairs. Tell him what happened.
I don't even know what happened.
He literally looked at me and was like, his face just changed, and he's like, "Oh, I hurt something."
I was just moving, I was walking, and then out of nowhere, my back.
She's just staring at me with the stank face. Look at Luna. Luna's just on it. Why are the cats all over us? They have to be here right now.
They love us.
No, we were walking in the garage and he just literally didn't do anything, just pulled his back. And he asked me, he goes, "Is this what happens before you turn 25? Because I'm a few months older than Drew. But
I'm getting old.
Drew's birthday is in March, so.
Getting really old. I'm a quarter through my life.
A quarter. We are. Oh my God, I just realized that. We're a quarter into our lives.
You only got 3 more of those.
But we're
hopefully
3 more?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Quarter
3 more quarters. I thought you meant 3 more lives. I was like, why 3? Do you know something that I don't know?
Yes.
I'm scared. Scared. I memorized it. Okay, wait, there's this one. There's that. This one is for the, people who want to do a drinky as a choice for their intoxicated choice. And then there's this magical. That's how I feel right now. I gotta say what I'm smoking real quick too. I am smoking Grizzly Peak Sativa Bone. Not boner. Sativa Bone.
Smoking the boner.
Smoking all the boners. You'd like that though, huh?
All the boners? No.
You'd my boner? Would you like my boner?
Would you like
my lady boner?
Would you like my boner?
Would you like my bone butthole? My bone butthole? I'm really high. Okay, anyways. Drone just
I started flying drones.
Drone just started flying Drews, guys. Drone is flying Drews. Tell him what you do, Drew. I can't talk. It's not good.
So I am doing drone cinematography on my channel, TikTok, a bunch of other stuff.
Keep talking. You got it. You can keep talking while I do these. You don't got to pause.
It's loud.
Let's try it again.
It's loud.
It's not that loud. I could turn it down. Okay. What? Okay. Keep talking.
Have they seen your little buttons?
No. They're secret. You're not allowed to yet.
What?
They're not allowed to.
See the buttons?
But if you guys want to see, okay, I'll show you guys the buttons. If you guys want to come see the buttons, go check out this podcast. If you're listening to it, we also stream it, guys. If you're watching it on YouTube, which is KelsiDavies. We also are streaming it on Pandora, on, I don't know if people listen to podcasts on Pandora. I don't know why that was my first choice, but that's the first thing that popped in my head. We are on Spotify, freaking anywhere Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts, InTALKxicated is there. So guys, go give it some love. 5 stars. I forgot where I was going with that. Where was I going with that, Drew?
5?
Drew's counting.
Is that 5?
Where was I? I don't know.
You had me talking about my drones, and then you pushed the button, and I was like,
oh, okay. Go talk about your drones.
So I'm going to be filming a lot of aerial content for some other people and also my channel.
We'll announce the other people soon.
Yeah, I'm going to be flying for a bigger project where I'm going to be traveling. Soon on my channel, I'm going to have an announcement of what's going to be going on. We're just in the early phases of planning everything. But
it's big, guys. It's big.
Everywhere we go, I might have the behind the scenes of how we did the shots or how I got my shots. I'll also show you guys tricks on drones and stuff like that. That way, if you end up wanting to do it, you can have some cool ideas when you actually go flying your drone as well.
Yes. He flies FPV drones.
Yeah, they're first person view. So you wear little goggles, you pull them on your head.
You pull them on your head.
They look like VR goggles.
Yeah, no, they do. I would get dizzy. Like an Oculus kind of, but it has these 2 little horns sticking out of them. They're funny looking, but they're cool.
I feel like you don't get as the motion sickness as bad because you know how the Oculus, when you move around, the whole room moves around with
I
it?
get so, I could do it for a little bit, but I get really motion sick, so it's not my friend. I've literally been playing a a video game where it's you don't see the body. It's you. I've been playing one before. It was Prey, and I was playing it, and I literally had to go to the bathroom and puke because I got so nauseous.
You can't do first person at all?
I can. It depends on the game, though. Or the amount of time I play it, because if I play it for too long, I get nauseous. It sucks because I like it. I like it. I've been playing a Plague Tale, and that is a good ass game. That is.
Well, I'm glad you like it because you beat it in 2 days.
Yeah.
And now she's on the second one. She's like, can I use the PS5?
You know what, guys? I have been editing my own YouTube videos for years, and now I have an editor for my podcast, which is amazing. Robin is amazing. And I also have Alexis, who just started editing some of my vlogs. And I used to do all of it by myself for 4 years. I edited all my shit by my fucking self.
I did the power.
How did I do that?
Vlogs.
I look now and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't, the other day I was like, I haven't played a video game in years, a full game, just sat there and played a game. And I was like, oh my God, I need to go play a game. So then I went on my old Xbox, waited for it to update, and I found a Plague Tale, and I was like, this is the game. I'm gonna beat it. And I did it. I fucking did it.
The funny thing is,
yeah.
The funny
I fucking did it.
You were intoxicated the other day and you're playing. She comes walking out and she's like, my game scared me.
Oh, yeah. It really scared me that night. I was sitting there in the corner and I was just having really bad anxiety. I think I just smoked the wrong strain, and I was just sitting there in the corner in the room staring at the game. There was all these rats in it, and the rats were tripping me out, their little eyeballs. I felt like the rats were gonna come get me. So then I walked into the living room and I was like, Drew, I got scared of my game. It was a lot, but it's a good game is what I was getting at. Where were we going anywhere? And then I just went off track because I'm high as fuck. Is that what happened? Drew has no words. He has no words.
It's like the kids that walk into their parents' room and said, I threw up. And they want to go lay in the bed with them.
I went pee-pee. I had an accident.
That's me.
Can I lay next to you?
Yeah, can I cuddle? I want cuddles. I want cuddles. Okay, you shouted out all your stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did it.
We did it.
It was done.
Yeah, we fucking did it.
We did it live.
There's a lot of cussing on this episode. Sorry, guys. I mean, this podcast is for like mature audiences, just FYI.
If you couldn't tell by the name.
And like the marijuana pillow behind me. But there's Lola, and people might be like, oh, she's like a doll. But she's a haunted doll. She's 18. She's an adult.
Are you going to tell them about the thing today?
Oh, yes. Let's get into that, actually. Okay, but hold on. I gotta, okay, wait. I could talk about that after. Okay. I'm going off track. We're going off track of my notes, and my OCD's like, I gotta plan around this. I gotta do it. Okay, we can do it. So, I last night had a dream about like, I don't know. It was the statue that was in the antique mall that I went to. So I did post a video a while ago, a TikTok around this little antique mall that I found by my house. And I was walking around and I found this little doll guy, and he looked so sad, and I just felt the spirit of a man with him. And every time I went there like 3 times. That's where Chris and I got the acupuncture.
I remember
voodoo
when
doll.
guys went there. They got a voodoo doll.
Yes.
And they brought it home.
Tell them what happened.
It was screwing with us. It was swinging cabinets swinging cabinets open, and it was just like a lot of stuff. Like the Alexa turned on by itself.
Yeah.
And then the door to our bathroom, it's one of the like barn doors, like the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
It got pushed closed and then locked from the inside. There's no way to lock it from the outside. There's like one of those little twist things, and there's no way to lock it from the outside. I was sitting there pulling it. I'm like, is this thing locked?
Yeah,
Like,
I was doing my makeup, and behind me, I have a vanity type. Is it a vanity? Right? Yeah, a vanity. It has like cabinets, for my clothes or whatever. It's like a hutch. Okay, a hutch. That's a good word. That's the word. A hutch. It was behind me, and it started opening really slow, like as I'm looking in the mirror doing my makeup, and I turn around and no one's there. And I was like, I just see like this dark shadow by it. And I did a whole reenactment on TikTok of it too. Like my ghost reenactment videos that I do when I'm stoned, and they're just so stupid. They're so dumb. I play Pass the Dutchie in the background. Anyways, but yeah, that doll is freaking haunted. Chris put it in a storage unit, and she put salt around it, but I guess the salt circle got broken or I don't know. So we'll see I'll keep you guys updated on that, what happens. But anyways, it was the same antique mall where we got that, but this man just was calling me to him, and I told Drew, I was like, Drew, I need to go to the antique mall and go get something. And Drew was like,
I'm like, what is it now? Like, what could you possibly need to bring in here that needs to be here? Like, I question everything she brings into the house. If it doesn't come from a newer company,
there's a haunted painting
above my computer.
It's right next to this podcast setup. That's probably why in the last episode, people heard a little girl talking while we were talking. Yeah, it was very bizarre. It's probably the haunted painting I have, but we went there, and you can see this on like all my social media, everything. And like I posted it everywhere, and you see this little guy. It's like a statue that looks like he belongs like in a garden or something. It's kind of weird. Someone said it was an old mannequin.
It's like a garden gnome, like the ones they put it out in the front. like of their house.
Not a gnome, because gnomes
but it
are
was made
so
in the
small.
1800s though.
Yeah, like in 1800s, it's like slender and tall. It's bald. A lot of the paint's chipped off, and
It's made
like
completely out of wood, and like the
Yeah.
joints are like little like wood circles that stab through.
And I think it's like French. So it's French made. It's they call him Santos. That's the name that it was so weird. So I didn't know any of this, okay? So I go up to the man, I say, Drew, I want to get him, you know? He's like, okay, how much is that? You know, it was like fucking $600.
$650.
It's an antique. It's an old 1800s
It's
antique. Where do you find that in California? That's like pretty rare. The eyes.
The eyes.
It has like real eyelashes, it looks like.
It's crazy. It has eyes like this.
It does. It totally does.
And they're
like
glossy, too.
Yeah, it's like looking up, but it's so sad. It's so sad. I have this weird feeling that someone who's with it unalived themselves. I could be wrong, but that's just a feeling I'm getting of sadness and dread. Like it's so sad, but he is a friendly spirit. It's not like he's a negative spirit in any way. So then I told the lady at the front, hey, I'd like to go get him. So we go to the back and everything, and she brings him up. And like as she brought him up, every employee looks like all of them turn their heads towards this little statue man, and they're like, like you hear like a gasp. And I was like, what?
You got all scared.
Yeah.
You got all paranoid, like, what did I
Yeah, I was like, oh God, like do they want to keep it? You know, I don't know if they had like some people want to keep things or whatever, but it was out for sale, so whatever. So they were all like, oh my God, she's buying Santos. Like there was a name for him. Like they were talking about him like he was a person.
They absolutely loved this thing.
Yeah.
They loved it.
All of them loved it. And so I asked, I'm like, okay, well, this might sound weird. This might comfort you guys as to why I'm buying him. Like I'm a psychic medium. I felt a spirit with him. I was called to just come get him for some, I don't know why yet, but I just felt like I needed to go get him, which is so weird. It's like, that's just a weird thing.
I gotta do it.
That's what happened with Lola. I just like felt like I needed to buy her, like with like her photo. I didn't even look at her description. I just saw her photo and knew. It was just a weird thing I had. So I like explained to them, and they were all like, oh my God, like we've seen him move. Like we've always said there's something with him, and it's amongst the employees. Like it's not no one knows. So like they were just
in the back corner with a sign that says "Do not touch, super fragile."
Right, because someone stole one of his hands too. So I want to like talk to him this week. I think the original owner who gave it to the antique shop is going to give me a call so that I can have some more information on it. Because I guess there's like a whole story and stuff with it. And the shop owner of the antique mall was like, yeah, like there are a lot of spirits in here. And I was just like, yes, there are. How drained did you feel after walking out of that place?
It felt like I got out of a work day. Like at the end of it, like you're just like, I'm ready to go home. Like I'm done. Like,
so much energy in there.
Eyes are closing. You're like, I just want to get home. Lay in bed.
I know. No, like that's the energy in that place. And it's not like that at every antique store, only a few. And that one is like one where I've felt so many things. I was literally drawn to that place by a spirit. That's how I found it. I was just walking and I saw a spirit of a woman walk in. And so I followed her and I was like, oh my God, it's a freaking antique mall. Like, what is this?
It looks like did you ever watch the Goosebumps show?
No.
So like in the Goosebumps show, they would have like these little stores and they ended up buying something and something bad ended up happening. But it reminds me of like that setting. Everything's super old in that store that we went to.
Yeah,
like,
really old.
Even like the decoration, it literally looks like it's an antique shop from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah. And there's crystals all in there, like to energize whatever spirits are in there. So they got all these crystals. There's like They have everything in there.
Legit everything.
Everything. It's so cool. Drew got a crystal. He got labradorite from there today on his neck. Like he got a crystal from there. And it's just so crazy. You were drawn to that crystal.
Yeah, I was in like the back, like they have a bunch of cabinets there for a bunch of jewelry, but it was like way in the back of the cabinet that I saw it in, and I didn't see anything like I really wanted to get while I was in there. And then I saw like that cabinet, I went over to it, and like way behind everything else, I could barely see this. I'm like, can I see that thing?
That's not how you said it.
Can I see that thing?
He was attracted to the labradorite, and we looked up the meaning of it. And it's literally everything he's going through. Like, it's like this transformation, this accepting that things are going to change.
It's to help you manifest, basically break down the limits of yourself where
Yeah.
you can actually push forward.
Break down self-limitations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's so interesting that you were drawn to that.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe, like, if you ever go in a crystal shop or anything, walk in and don't ask, what crystal do you think I need? Just feel it. Just walk to, if you see a crystal, whether you think it's pretty or you think it's cute, whatever you are drawn to is usually what you need. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And you know what's interesting too? I've never told anyone this, but I always associate people, like when you ask someone, what's your favorite color? I always associate that to like the energy that person is in that moment, because my favorite colors change constantly. You know what I mean? And then I look up the meaning of those colors and the chakras and everything like that, and it lines up exactly to what is happening. So comment your favorite color or look it up, like see what that color means in your chakras. Maybe that's your most active chakra in that moment. Is that crazy? Like, I don't know, because a lot of people, whenever I say their aura color, like I'll say what color I see in their aura, like 90% of the time they're like, that's my favorite color. It's so weird. So yeah, I never showed the buttons. I told them I would, but I didn't. Here's the colorful buttons, you guys.
You just push the button and it does the noise.
Yep. They're pretty little buttons.
You know, they have little labels for them so you don't have to guess what the colors are.
I just kind of like knowing. Like, I know. I know.
I know it.
I know it.
I don't need.
I know it. I see it. I feel it.
I'm sorry, guys. She's crazy.
I know. Okay, on the last episode, I actually ended talking about the witch's cabin. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Drew, what is your opinion on like witches and like, I don't know, what do you think about a cabin being cursed by a witch? Do you think that is a possibility?
I mean, there's been a lot of like instances where like I've seen like a hex thing happen.
Me?
She literally had a hex put on her and her plane caught fire.
Yeah. Like bad. And then I got severely sick, like was puking everywhere, was shitting my brains out, puking shit. And it was like, I thought I was going to go to the hospital. I had never been that sick in my entire life. And I lit a candle, or I had you light them because I was bawling one night. I was bawling and I was like, I know it. And I told Drew do this whole ritual. And then after that, like it was fine.
You were still a little sick, but like nothing bad really happened after that.
Yeah, like it got rid of whatever the hell was happening. It was scary. Mm-hmm. So you do believe that maybe a house, or in this case, a cabin, could be cursed by a witch?
I think something could be lurking there. I don't think you can actually curse land, though. Actually, that's not true. I mean, like there's like a business, and they go in, and no matter what happens, like what kind of business is, it just keeps on going under. They can't make that building work for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. So they just end up demolishing it because nothing ever works out there. Or like there's like been.
So do you think there's like a bad energy lingering that's kind of causing that?
Maybe something really bad happened there that just it's out of whack.
Yeah.
Or something put it there. Like made it where the land was just horrible, like the energy just terrible or something like that. I mean, look at the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. Well, that's like some of it people think is like scientific, but people think it's also supernatural because of, I don't know, condensed energy and like, what if there's like a wormhole or a portal? Because don't people like never get found from the Bermuda Triangle?
I mean, there's trips you can do to go to the edge of the Bermuda Triangle, but
like in it, has anyone found any of the missing anything?
Well, if it goes in the ocean, it's gone.
But like, why?
You know, we only know a little bit about we know more about space than we know about our ocean.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So it's pretty hard to find something you don't have very good understanding about.
Right. No, it's scary. Things like that scare me. But we did go to this witch's cabin. I do have a full video on my YouTube channel. Subscribe.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Subscribe. We went there. I went with Ghost Club Paranormal, Barrier Beyond, Jasmine, Victor, Jade. They're super awesome paranormal investigators. Just go check them out. But we all went to this witch's cabin. And it was so crazy. Like I felt like this witch had placed like a demon in there, and this demon liked to mimic people, and it mimicked Victor, and it targeted Victor the whole night because I felt like this witch like did not like men for whatever reason. She just did not like men. You know, I felt like she had a bad past with them, so she had some traumatic incidents. Therefore, in the afterlife, she's just has this vendetta. Or I was thinking because, I don't know, I'm like, or a witch placed like cursed the cabin, but with spirits and bad energy, or like put a bad portal in the cabin for spirits to come through and mimic and do bad things.
I wonder if there is more like modern witches that can do stuff like that, just in secret.
I mean, I feel like it happens all the time. Like I don't know.
With that kind of strength,
there's a lot of people in Hollywood, like being in Hollywood and being at all these places around celebrities and stuff. Like I get so many weird visions and so many like conversations that are like about people, they do witchcraft. A lot of witchcraft is done in Hollywood.
I know, but like with that evil, like cursing like a house, like do you think there's still people around that can like curse something like that?
Yeah, I think that people, like I protect myself from curses just because, you know, there are a lot of people watching me, and I'm like, what if someone wants bad on me or wants to curse me? Like I protect myself daily from any hexes, from any evil sent on me. Like I have this strong protection around me because I'm traumatized from the past. Like that was traumatizing. I also predicted that plane crashing, or not crashing. No. Catching on fire, not crashing. Well, in my prediction, in my vision, the plane had already crashed. And I think that was like maybe my anxiety, or sometimes my visions are super extra. That's the best word I have. They're just super fucking extra.
Aggressive.
And they just aggressive. Like, but then it's like something that's the exact vision, but it happened a little better. You know, I'm like, well, why couldn't I see it like that? Like, why the fuck did I see it? The plane crashing and my mom and sister's skin peeling off and them being on fucking fire. Why couldn't I just see like, okay, we're gonna land the plane, like the captain going on the speaker, he goes, okay, folks, we're gonna emergency land the plane. The engine has caught a flame.
I feel like that would be more terrifying because you don't know what's gonna happen.
But then we land and all of the fire trucks are waiting for us. We couldn't even go to the gate. All the fire trucks are fucking waiting for our plane because they thought we were gonna explode or something.
It's just a horrible dream to have altogether.
Yeah. That too.
I mean, like right before a flight.
I lived it.
Like right before a flight.
Well, imagine
That's
how
horrible.
I felt.
That's horrible.
I was like panicking. Like I didn't know what the hell was happening. Okay, anyways, we're going to go into a game because we've been talking for a long time about everything, and it's good. It's good that we're chit-chatting, Drew.
We're bonding.
We're bonding.
A game.
Do I have like a game button? Oh, no. Oh yeah, we're gonna play a game. Woohoo! We are playing Moral Dilemma. Okay, ready? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hold on. Okay, sorry. Congratulations, you've won $1 million in the lottery. The only stipulation is that you must move to a new city in a new country forever and ever, leaving everyone behind. Do you A, move and claim your prize? With this much money, who needs friends? Or B, stay thus forfeiting the lotto win? No amount of money could ever buy new friends for someone like you.
How much again?
$1 million.
That ain't that much. That completely uproot and abandon
Just winning randomly $1 million though.
I know, but you gotta completely uproot where you are, and then you also lose all the connections that you've built up your whole life. It's basically like you're disappearing.
Yeah.
Like,
So what would you do?
I would stay here.
Yep. Me too.
100%, because $1 million after you move to a different country.
You can't replace family. You can't replace genuine good friends.
What's more important, your friends or money?
Friends.
Friends.
Unless you're like in a really shit situation where like people are fucking sucky and you're like, fuck yeah, I want to and you're like the day before you were just telling your friend, you were like, yeah, like I just want to leave and move and leave everything behind. Then yeah, like take it. Fuck. I mean, okay.
Actually, I actually might take that $1 million. I'm just fucking with you.
It wasn't. I couldn't press it. It went. Okay. Do you want to do like a fun voice and read this one?
What kind of voice do you want?
I don't know, like a news anchor, like kind of like what I did, like or a commercial lady. Is that what I kind of did?
You find a wallet on the ground. Inside is $20 and a business card to Global Compute Tech Incorporated, one of the richest, most powerful companies in the world. Do you A, return the wallet including the $20 note? B, return the wallet but take the $20 note?
I'm really high. What happened?
So you find a wallet on the ground, it has $20 in a business card. It tells you exactly where you could return the wallet.
Okay.
But when you return the wallet, do you give them the $20 with the wallet? Or do you keep the $20 out of the wallet?
I would just give them the $20 with the. What am I gonna buy with $20?
It's also to somebody who has the richest and most powerful company in the world.
I still don't care. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna reach in and take $20. Like, it's just like
There's very low amount of people that would take $20 out of a wallet.
it's just not even worth it. It's like, okay.
I mean, if I was like starving on the streets, yes, I would.
Well, yeah,
But
like about
no.
to, yeah.
Right now, no.
No, yeah, not in our situation. Okay.
Like if you're gonna die,
Yeah. I'm really high.
I'm really high.
Okay. Do you A, give up receiving oral sex for the rest of your life? Or B, give up cheese for the rest of your life? Don't forget about pizza.
I don't know. I don't like blowjobs.
Why
They
don't
kind of
I-
hurt my jaw.
Oh, I thought you meant like the other way around. I was like, huh? You don't like them?
That's literally a TikTok sound.
What is?
It says, would you rather give up blowjobs for the rest of your life or give up cheese? And they're like, I totally want the cheese. And then one guy's like, yeah, I don't like
They
them.
probably
hurt
got
my
it
jaw.
from this game.
I don't know.
Maybe they got it from this game. Guys, we found the original TikTok.
Original?
Woo! I would probably
I would
give up cheese because like I'm lactose intolerant and I get the shit, so like cheese ain't my. I mean, I could give up cheese, yeah.
I'd give up oral sex.
Receiving it?
Yeah.
Really?
I really like, it doesn't get rid of everything.
Huh?
Doesn't get rid of everything you can do.
Yeah, but no one could ever
cheese-
suck your penis again.
But cheese.
No one could ever
But cheese.
Suck.
It's cheese. Cheese
your
is good.
penis for the rest of your life.
I like cheese. I am a fat boy. I like cheese. I like it. I like quesadillas. I like nachos. I like
Chili
tacos.
cheese fries.
Burritos. Chili cheese. I am fat. I like cheese. I will gladly give up blowjobs for cheese. Cheese is good. I like cheese. Just let the man have his cheese.
Okay, so Drew and I are going to Japan.
Yeah, we're going to one of the coolest places ever.
Drew's been wanting to go to Japan ever since we met. And I was like, for Christmas, I'm taking Drew to Japan. Well, Christmas/birthday present. But I'm really excited.
I'm gonna go to Japan.
We're going to Japan.
Woo! We're gonna drive some Mario Karts. We're gonna go to Demon Slayer's Land.
Demon Slayer's Land?
Well, it's not called Demon Slayer's Land, but it's like a theme park
I
that's
love
slaying Demon Slayer.
It's so good.
We can go to the Naruto ramen shop, the Ichiraku ramen.
Oh. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm so excited, guys. We
gonna
are
go to
going to
some
go to some
shrines.
haunted places as well. And I want to go to Nagoro, which is the village of dolls. Yeah, I want to go there. I've talked about it before, but just stay tuned for that. I wanted to go into some Japanese ghosts legends. Are you ready?
There's quite a bit.
There are quite a bit. Japanese culture, they're very into a lot of spiritual stuff. So a lot of Buddhism, we were looking into it today. What was it? Shino? Something?
Shinto?
Shinto, is that what it is?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of spiritual beliefs and a lot of them really believe in spirits and ghosts and all of that. So there's a lot of ancient ghost stories that they have. You ready?
Yes.
Many, many centuries ago, in an unassuming Iwate village, there lived a kind, lovable man named Masaimon. Guys, I am so bad at pronouncing things, so I apologize in advance. I apologize in advance. Okay. Meisamon was beloved by the other villages for his friendly, sweet nature. He lived well and his family had a home and enough money to live. But one day, a traveling monk approached Meisamon and warned him that he would soon fall into complete ruin with no money left for his family. Meisamon was left feeling shaken, confused, and frightened. The monk's words would leave him, and soon his dread and anxiety turned to fever and sickness. Bedridden, Meisamon was visited by the sound of light and quick footsteps from above, perhaps those of a child. When they... I'm trying to add like sound effects.
She's doing ASMR now.
I'm sure. Okay. When they at last fell silent, the footsteps were replaced by a voice. It also came from above and asked, Meisamon, "Are you dead? Are you dead?" Droplets of water fell on Meisamon's head, and the voice warned him, Limbo is very cold. When the ghost child showed itself, it was soaking wet from top to bottom, dripping water on the floor. Meisamon passed out from the shock. When he woke, the shoji screens on every side were quaking, followed by echoes of childish laughter and the question repeating itself. Are you dead? Are you dead? Are you dead? The fear consumed the sick and weak. I'm so high. The fear consumed the sick and weak Meisamon, and he fell dead from the shock, leaving the house silent and unwanted. When nobody would even visit the home, much less buy it, his family fell into ruin just as the monk had warned. This is one of the most popular and renowned Japanese ghost stories ever told. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, his whole life fell apart.
These are like legends. So these are, stories that they share over and over and keep putting energy into. And I feel like there's so much energy with words. I just feel like, I don't know, it could really keep that spirit around or even evolve into that being multiple spirits with the same story. I don't know. I have this weird theory in my head.
I feel like the more energy you put into like negativity, the more it becomes a real thing and the more it's around and all that.
Right.
That.
Ready for the next one?
Yes.
This one is Shadow Woman. What is it, Drew?
Shadow Woman.
What is it?
Shadow.
At the distant edge of a quiet village, a man named Sakub is sleeping. Under the cloak of night, the shape of a woman appears at his door and knocks to be let in. Still half asleep, Sakub shuffles to the door and finds the woman there, holding in her arms a child.
What?
The woman pleads with Sakub, explaining that the night is cold. She cannot feed her child and they have nowhere to go. She asks only for a bed for the night, but she doesn't explain where she has come from, how she found her way to his village, or even who she is. Still, Sakub gives in to her request and lets her and the baby into his home. He unburdens the tired woman of her baby, but immediately watches in horror as the woman fades into the shadow and disappears back into the night air. You should do like some sound effects, like that's your job. He glances down at the baby to find it now covered with black fur and sprouting fangs. In his shock, he drops the child, but it too fades away.
Woo!
You know what you just did? Each night when the air is cold and the wind is blowing, the woman returns to the house with her child and demands to be let in.
Give me the baby.
Until eventually, Sakub is driven mad and abandons his home, never to be seen again.
Bum, bum, bum.
Guys, we are going to go to so many haunted places. Maybe we'll end up here and we will get into that in the next episode of InTALKxicated. Thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. Let me know if you guys liked this episode, what you guys thought, and where we should go when we go to Japan. Thank you, Drew, for joining this podcast episode.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
It was a good old time
It was
chatting
a great
with you.
time. I had a great time with you. Make sure you guys follow Drew on social media, DrewHawk, DRUHAWK, and then you can follow me, Kelsi Davies, if you want to see this podcast live. Well, not live, but recorded, but like us live. And it is KELSIDAVIES, Kelsi Davies. And I will catch you guys in the next episode. Stay woke, everyone.
Bye.